Faith's journey, trusting God.
But faith isn't a straight line. Sarah, desperate, gave her servant Hagar to Abraham, hoping for a child through her. Ishmael was born, but this wasn't God's plan. The house filled with pain, jealousy, regret. Abraham loved Ishmael, but God's promise was for Sarah. Have you ever tried to force God's timing? Abraham did, and it hurt. Then a miracle. Sarah, 90 years old, gave birth to Isaac. Laughter filled their tent. Isaac's name means laughter. God kept his promise, not when Abraham wanted, but when it proved his power. Can you feel that joy? The impossible made real? But the story doesn't end here. God tested Abraham's faith in a way that breaks the heart. Take your son, your only son Isaac, and sacrifice him. Can you imagine the anguish? Abraham didn't understand, but he obeyed. Step by step, up the mountain, his heart shattering. Isaac, trusting, asked, "Where's the lamb?" Abraham's voice cracked. God will provide. At the last moment, God stopped him. A ram appeared in the thicket. Isaac was spared. God wasn't after Abraham's son. He was after his heart. Abraham proved his faith wasn't just words. It was surrender, total trust. And God renewed his promise. Through Abraham, all nations would be blessed. Abraham's story isn't just history. It's a mirror. His faith wasn't perfect, he doubted, he faltered, but he kept trusting. His life points to a greater sacrifice. Centuries later, when God provided his own son, Jesus, as the ultimate lamb. Abraham's faith teaches us, God's promises are sure, even when the path is unclear. So what's your desert? What promise are you holding on to? Abraham's story dares us to trust God, to step out, to believe when it's hard. Faith isn't seeing the whole road, it's taking the next step. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. Proverbs 3 verse 5. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Hebrews 11 verse 1. Keep believing.
Maybe you're walking through a season of waiting, or you're standing on your own Mount Moriah. Remember this: God sees, God speaks, God provides. He doesn't ask for perfection-only faith. God of Abraham, help us to trust you when the path is unclear. Teach us to believe even when we cannot see.
Seen. Hebrews 11 verse 1. Keep believing. God is faithful. If this story touched you, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe for more stories of faith. Let's walk this journey together.